Revolt's legal team has denied Damon Dash's claim of being appointed temporary chairman of the media company, calling it completely false and uncorroborated. Said Indy Piper, general counsel of Allscript Worldwide, Revolt's parent company, responded to Vibe's request for comment regarding Dash's alleged misrepresentation of the facts. So this went all the way to the top. The company that actually owns Revolt, their general counsel reached out and made some statements. Probably made some threats too, like, hey, take that down. So Indy Piper, wrote on behalf of Revolt and its CEO, DeTavio Samuels, and described the information regarding Dame Dash's announcement in the initial report that was published by Vibe, saying this, quote, Damon Dash has not been appointed chairman of Revolt either temporarily or permanently. I think it's interesting to note, by the way, that the CEO of Revolt isn't actually giving a statement initially, that the owners of Revolt and the council, Indy Piper, who's part of the general council up there, gave a statement first. Meaning, if the CEO of Revolt did say something like this, let me go above his head and say, no, this is not happening. You know, I think Dame just, and we'll get back into why I think Dame messed it up for himself in a second, but let's keep going. It says Damon Dash has not been appointed chairman of Revolt either temporarily or permanently. At no point has Mr. Dash held this title or position within the company. In addition, Revolt contends that a quote attributed to company CEO DeTavio Samuels celebrating a proposed partnership between Dash and Revolt was fake and not provided by Samuels. They trying to hit him with it was AI. The article says the quote attributed to DeTavio Samuels in any release received was fabricated and did not come from him directly. And Piper wrote this on behalf. So she wrote this on behalf of the CEO of Revolt, being his boss. Everybody got a boss. I think that's something worth noting too. Even if you're the CEO of one of the biggest companies, you still got a boss. Piper wrote on behalf of the executive who Dash claims he had a mutual agreement with regarding an alleged Revolt partnership. This is him. This is DeTavio Samuels. He's the CEO of Revolt. It was a handshake deal behind the scenes, allegedly, or reportedly, and he made a deal with Dame on a wink, wink, bro. I'm gonna get you in there type of thing. I'm running things over here, and then his bosses came and said, "Let me clean this up real quick." No. So the article continues and says, however, Piper says that Samuel and Dash may have had a handshake agreement regarding Revolt's potential distribution of Dash's content series, Bosses Take Losses, and the corresponding economics surrounding it. So she's trying to come forward and clarify and say, listen, or hold on. Trying to come forward and clarify and say, listen, they may have had some type of agreement. We're not going to say that they didn't have an agreement, but we never was going to let Dame become the chairman of Revolt. And maybe she didn't know about this. Maybe there was nobody else that was in the know or had awareness of Dame Dash and DeTavio Samuels making this deal. Maybe it was something that DeTavio and Dame talked about, but Dame going up there to the Breakfast Club, talking too much, too fast, just trying to hurry up and, embarrass or trying to sun Cameron or sun, Charlemagne. I think he just messed it up for himself when he started talking too much, right? So Dame was supposed to have a content series called Bosses Take Losses, and that was the handshake agreement that Indy Piper is saying that the CEO of Revolt may have did with Dame, and that's what got Dame up there talking like, yeah. And maybe DeTavio also said, we're going to get you in there as a chairman. I'm the CEO. I'm going to get you in as a chairman. We're going to get you back right, blah, blah, blah. But they went above his head. And here's one thing that I want to note here as well. You got to be careful about when you're talking to your quote unquote enemies and you're telling them your next steps and your next plans. Because who's to say that Charlemagne didn't make a call right away? I mean, Charlemagne said that the team at the Breakfast Club called Revolt right away as soon as Dame Dash left to confirm that it wasn't the case. So you don't know what that conversation went like. They could have went above Revolt's. Charlemagne got influence and he got relationships in that industry. He could have easily, I'm not saying that he did or didn't, but He could have easily said, Dame got what? Let me call Indy. He calls Indy Piper. Indy Piper is above Revolt because they're the parent company. And this is why you got to be careful who you tell your big dreams to, because you don't know. Charlemagne could have been offended. You calling me gay, you saying all this different stuff on the platform, and then you tell me you got a position. Oh, well, I got some influence, and that's how the industry works a lot of times. These people are they're weird people. I'm just being real. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. In the music industry, entertainment industry, there's a lot of weirdos running around. So they just don't. It doesn't even benefit them, but they just don't want to see you do good because they don't like you or whatever. You offended them or whatever. So when you place yourself on the other side of the fence, you got to be careful what you say to those people. So when Dame is up there on Breakfast Club talking and he's saying, yeah, you don't even know I'm a chairman of Revolt. Charlemagne probably behind the scenes like, if that is happening, I'm about to make it stop right now. You never know. That could be a possibility. Indy Piper says that Detavio Samuels, the CEO of Revolt, and Dame Dash have had a handshake agreement regarding Revolt's potential distribution of Dash's content series, Bosses Take Losses, and the, quote, corresponding economics surrounding it. She went on to say, finalizing that deal was always contingent on legal documentation. And she deemed Dame Dash's reveal of the news as premature, saying, quote, no such documentation exists, and Mr. Dash was not authorized to announce it. Dame lost his deal, in other words. No, we've seen an example of this with Dr. Dre and Beats by Dre. Dre was supposed to become a billionaire, and because the Tyrese and Dre was in the studio together, and Tyrese said hip hop's first billionaire, they announced the deal prematurely, somewhat publicly. The people that were doing the deal with Dr. Dre took like 200 or 300 million back and said, now you're getting 700 or 800 million or whatever it was. Like little petty stuff like that happens in business. Just because the deal was announced prematurely.